to help a lot. Like, that actually used to be the case with Io.
Yeah. Oh, a little damage exchange down bottom. Miracle draining some mana. Kuro also wandering on over. I don't think Enigma are getting the better out of this exchange. I did just call them Enigma by accident. Nigma begins with the N.
They're going to be able to
Game of chicken.
hold this. So this is risky to run into as an Io.
Miracle and some
I know
trouble.
he doesn't have Blink.
That's first
He's
blood.
dead.
Yeah,
He didn't expect the extra damage there.
certainly not.
That's kind of nice.
It's a good read from Unique, though. As soon as you know he doesn't have Blink, you can crank up the aggression just a little bit more. Bounty runes will still go even. Mind Control gets both up top, but First Blood, great start for Unique. Now, one little synergy Twitch chat mentioned. You can sprout around the Supernova.
That's pretty cute.
That is cute. That's a cool little synergy. Maybe we'll see it. I doubt that is why they picked the Phoenix, but sure, that's a +1 right there.
Yeah, but we see that sometimes when people pick Phoenix and Tree. It's nice. They don't really have great vision over top of it either, right? They don't like have any of this crazy like, oh, just cast a spell and you can see inside. So it could actually be a little bit annoying. You know, the problem is that Whirling Axis doesn't destroy the trees around it. That's the main problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that one doesn't match the lore.
No. Gotta call in slacks on that one.
So we're going to have a try down bottom. It is a 1-1-3. Mind Control should be fine up top against the Troll, but relatively passive lane, I'd imagine. Action will be down here, though. I really want to be watching this mid. So far, Phoenix has racked up the denies, and 19 has gone 2 for 2.
All in on the denies from the guys. He doesn't go for the last hits. There we go. A little bit better there, but yeah, not quite the damage. Get it?
This is an interesting tri-lane. Witch Doctor, Tree, Winter Wyvern against a Grimstroke, Wisp, Anti-Mage. I would call both of these tri-lanes unconventional.
Yeah, IO at AM, not exactly the most common thing. Tree Core, still not that common, despite OG using it to big success back in TI. Of course, Tree was quite a bit different then.
Yeah.
That was when he still had Nature's Guise, and you didn't even skill it when you were playing in the lane. Because there was no point, because you were always visible.
Of course, Living Armor been changed around quite a bit, but back to global with the Living Armor.
Oh, I seriously get paranoid every time I even talk about that skill that it's not global. Even though I know it is now. That one change just messed with me.
It's global, and it doesn't have the Vanguard effect. It's just a straight duration. You get a little armor, you get a little heal.
No.
That's it. Damage exchange down bottom. Coconut bouncing around. It is very nice having a Witch Doctor in this scenario. That does make the Wisp's life a lot harder. A classic counter. Let's check in on mid. Death Prophet favored at the moment, but not by a huge margin.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that you can get away with this because the low armor of Phoenix, which you typically get preyed upon for, it doesn't really matter versus the DP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not going to be ulting you anytime soon. So other than that, you're just dealing with magic and not that many right clicks when you can just help controller with the spirits.
Yeah.
Careful, don't go for that trade. Ooh. 19 was testing the waters a little there. He's like, that wasn't feeling very good. All right, will we all go for this dive? We got no fairy fires. There's no regen yet.
It's so tempting.
I know. He's got the fairy fire, too. I'm a little surprised he didn't.
It's
I wonder if he will in
so
the next
tempting.
Spirits.
Like, DP is like, you know that Spirit Siphon is the ultimate turnaround skill. It's... You also know, like, all right, this lane's even. If I go big here and then I don't make this kill work, this lane gets a lot harder.
Oh, no.
Okay, went for the
Tried to
laser.
salve on our high ground.
Okay, a little win there for Weehaw. He's still holding his salve.
Really happy that no one else is dying anywhere so we can just watch this.
What's so awkward about this tri-lane? You'd sort of want to set up a tri-lane that has kill threat on Anti-Mage, and they have gotten aggressive. They tried to wrap
he's out
around
of
the
regen
tower.
again, and he's burning pretty hard. Now come back on the dive and go for him. He still has one more siphon. Oh, he's lasering him.
There's no way this will kill him. The level 1 late. Oh!
Oh!
Oh my gosh, it killed him.
I mean, it's got a max duration of 6 at level 1. It's not one of the scaling aspects. You don't really see it for 6 seconds that often at level 1.
Yeah, you're right. That part of it does not scale. I guess I thought level 1, the damage was small enough that DP can kind of juke and jive and mitigate enough of it, but...
Well, because you're thinking of it's a percent thing is how you view it, right? And that's why it's like so good late game that you don't necessarily think of it as like a nuking ability.
Wow. All right. Well, I underestimated the Sunray. That's for sure. Good on you,
So did
Weehaw.
19, I believe.
I mean, there is some merit to unconventional mids like that where it's just, you don't know the limits because how many times has he played solo mid against a Phoenix as Death Prophet? It can't be many.
It's like the classic advantage of the low-tier player, right? They pick the unconventional character. And so even if the character is kind of bad, if you inexperienced can still carry
Yeah,
you
you don't know
far.
exactly what the counters are, the timings. There's no sense of feel.
Oh, look at that bounce back from Miracle, though. He's like, get that out of my face. That was such a reality check for Vanscore. He's like, right, I cannot cast Candy Mage. That was really stupid. I just died because I was stupid.
Yeah, I just gave Miracle a gifty.
Stupid.
That was a free gift there. They do get the counter kill, though, so at least it goes back the other way. Illusion getting credit for that. Sure, Miracle not happy to die, but at least sets up a kill, and GH does make it away with the tether.
All right, that was worth. It was fine. He dove too deep.
It was a great bait. Incredible bait from Vanscore.
Actually, just next level. Uses his depth to TP to the top lane and get a kill on Mind Control. Ha-cha-cha. Maybe not.
Oh, Curse connects. It is a level 2 Curse. Palantimos looking to chase him down. The Coconut might be just enough. Gets the net as he pops the ulti. Ranged axe is now flying through. I don't think Mind Control is going to die here. Palantimos now stuck under tower. That's where the Troll ulti can work against you. Yikers.
Stuck in the Sprout. He saw Vanscore walked over and tried to tango him out towards the Nature's Prophet, I think.
What's the duration on that Troll ult? 6.5 seconds. Yeah. Got to be careful. 19, mid lane. Hasted up. Putting some pressure onto Weehaw, but no kill. Dude, this mid lane is just the battle of denies. Both of them are suffering right now. They're dead even. But both mid laners are like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
This hurts. DP died once.
Behind the treant. I mean, even if he is a core still.
And
it's a tree.
The Phoenix has 12 denies. So overall, it's pretty good for Nigma. Miracle is #1 on net worth now with that kill on the Troll.
Well, their overall game plan is a little different than your conventional IO lineup, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Typically, we're thinking about setups and relocates in, but Miracle just wants to hit creeps for a long time, and GH will be around for some of that, but we might see him being a bit more active with like the Grimstroke even, and just moving in to make plays.
He's basically just role-playing as a giant salve right now. You know, he's just the heal falling around anti-mage to sustain him. That's about it. And how are we looking on the Troll? What are we itemizing here? Unknown.
Michael just planted all his treants behind the tower. And then just the courier flew right into them.
What's the item build for Troll this game? Like, do you go Diffusal, kind of early value items to fight? Do you dare try to go for a Battle Fury for Troll this game?
Yeah, that is definitely the question, right? To Battle Fury or not to Battle Fury?
It's so scary because against AM, you do kind of want a farming tool so that you have a chance if the game starts to get a little out of control. But at the same time, there's a window to try and punish this AM if he goes for the Battle Fury, which you know he will, and you go for something more like that Diffusal and just look to fight when the AM is still ramping up. Both have their merits.
I actually don't know what he's going to do, yeah.
That's
a very hard call this game.
It's like you have DP, so I kind of feel like you want to probably try to fight early. Weehaw mid does get the Ink Swell, stun on the 19. But counterplay, he's stunned up, does have the egg, and will be forced to use
bounce.
it. Does get off some Fire Spirit burns. Now Mind Control's here, and they will put 19 to rest.
Jeez.
This is the power of the Prophet. What would have been just, okay, we forced an egg. That's great. Let's retreat. Turns into a setup for Nigma, and now all of a sudden they've got a kill, and they are taking this Tier 1 tower mid. Wisp on Mind Control, trying to juice him up a little bit. Mind Control with the TP home. No more interrupts. Winter Wyvern's only level 4. Okay, nice heads-up play to get out of dodge. Tower stays standing, but this is some great pressure from Nigma, forcing big rotations out of Unique.
Yeah, but remember, you can't kill the living armor anymore. So once they clear those treants, it's still there. Yeah, you have to actually dispel.
And you're right, but look who's free farming down bottom and also pressuring a tower. They've pulled all this focus mid. Unique have to get something out of this. They will use the Exorcism. Now in onto Kuro, but getting healed up by the Wisp. Now the Sunray. GH just looking to TP out. He'll make it. Weehaw saves Kuro. Unique ends up going down to Miracle, who's made the rotation. Kuro TP's out. This is one spread out fight. AM now also kills 19. Vanscore makes the TP. Wow. That is disaster town for Unique.
And it looked like they also placed a ward within vision of the tower, too. You know how it has like that tiny bit of true sight outside of the attack range? I think Weehaw just got a free ward kill.
Oh, my.
As they tried to use it for the kill.
Dude, ward bounties are so insane right now. It's essentially a hero kill. What do you get?
It's kind of crazy.
140 gold, like a third of a level of experience. Mid lane, though, Weehaw, he's going to be caught here. Icarus dive away.
Again.
He's got friends. Miracle showing up to fight. Had to use the egg to survive the Maledict.
That was worth.
Absolutely.
And they took that tower, too, so no save from the tree. Not want to lose that one early. Look at that Sunray damage. So safe to tack it onto the DP, too.
Yeah. So maxed out the Fire Spirits, Value Point, and Dive, and now we're going back for the Sunray. Up top. Oh, they get Illusion.
I think I like the Battle Fury. I was kind of thinking more and more about it. He's queued up the Battle Fury.
Okay.
But because here's the thing. You could have gone Maelstrom, for example, because you're against like a Nature's Prophet, and that's like the middle of the pack item. But then you're picking Maelstrom up into the Anti-Mage, so then that's kind of awkward.
And when AM's already up like this, it does feel like you need some kind of an accelerator. Talentimos, though, going to be caught here. Does pop the Battle Trance. Vanscore survives for a moment, but then gets brought down. Miracle definitely not dying here unless he gets rooted. No, the sustain from Wisp is too much. Another disastrous string of events here. You can't have this Troll Warlord dying.
Man, the cast range of Mana Void is so far. That was nice. Good heads-up play by Miracle, just like instantly cancel that ulti. Or else he could have been in a lot more trouble.
I didn't even like hear the sound of the Death Ward. That's how fast he canceled it.
Yeah. The thing, at least with the
relocate up top. They want BZZ. Interrupt. Ooh, that was close.
Nothing to get rid of it, unfortunately for them though.
Yeah, no mana.
But like the Battle Fury, like they have a mid Phoenix that will start falling off in terms of scalability. Both lineups are kind of even. They get like the 4 potential supports on both teams. All of these 8 heroes have all been supports relatively recently.
Yeah, though I'd say the Prophet maybe stands apart from that. He has played the support role, but the way he farms and stuff, like he feels very core-like.
Yeah, he's obviously extremely good. He's got a big fat asterisk. But either way, in terms of like the overall scaling, the Battle Fury will come into play later on, even if he's a little bit behind.
Yeah,
that's all conditional on actually killing Miracle at some point, though.
Like this is reminding me of the Ursa Battle Fury. I missed that kill on Illusion, but like this anti-mage is fighting while he's getting his farming tool. He's got Perseverance now, and he's still able to show up for kills. He's 4-2-2. He's split pushing right now.
Very far ahead.
Like it is insane when you are this hard carry and you can do this while getting your farming tool. Kuro is going to throw his body. It's like I like this movement from Unique to try to get into enemy territory, but it's almost like Nigma have a better game plan where immediately Miracle and Mind Control just head to this top lane. They get essentially a free tier 2 tower and a free kill for AM. Unique are following the playbook, but Nigma have created a playbook of their own.
And it won't be the Vessel first. He's going to go straight for the Halberd because just wants to deal with the Troll. So that's really the only way they can kill our AM. They're trying to root him down through that with the right clicks.
And that's Sunray. Weehaw so good at maximizing the damage. Takes BZZ down to 30%. GH getting closer to mech. Always a big item on the Wisp. A 1K gap between the carries right now.
Yeah, not bad, honestly. Kind of impressive the primary panel team was considering he's 0-2-0. Didn't have a fabulous start setup from the team. Where to go from here is unique is a bit of a question, though.
Yeah. So look at Wyvern. Brown boots, Orchid queued up.
Oh, yeah.
Bold.
This has kind of become the go-to item because of the way the ulti was changed. A lot of Wyverns go for this first.
I always felt like, though, you needed an Aether Lens or a Blink or something to be able to get the ulti off in the first place.
Well, in this game, it's the anti-mage that he's concerned about, right? Whereas AM just kind of jumps in. Until AM's there, it's not that easy to kill him. So he kind of knows he's going to get in range. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, AM's going to have Manta fairly quick this game. He's just about at Battle Fury.
Down bottom. There was
score.
a depth ward.
Okay, easy turnaround. Another kill for Mind Control.
Numbers.
Dude, they're going
Everyone.
double halberd. Prophet also has one queued up. They
All
were
right, we're just making Troll irrelevant, apparently.
double disarm. Huh. We saw this yesterday, I think, too. It's pretty good because there's no like diminishing returns on follow-up halberds, right? They're both 100% effective, so you can stack
Also,
them.
unless I'm crazy, if the AM gets cursed, or if you're cursed next to AM, he'll at least have mischance, right? Boom.
That's interesting.
The next level play. The only way I die is from Miracle, so I'm just gonna buy evasion.
That is, that's one of those things like that's probably not the reason to buy the item, but it's a nice little bonus that probably makes it worth buying too. It's a creative thought. So Battle Fury up on AM. He's starting to accelerate. Troll, not that far off, actually. So maybe he can start closing this gap. It's already a 7K net worth lead favoring Nigma, though. So this is a tall order.
They're kind of baiting
for
here,
Unique.
though. They're bringing everyone in. If Nigma thinks they're going to jump on this smoke, they're mistaken. But they just back away. They kind of sensed it. They're spot on that ward, though, but Weehaw's going to get out.
It's such a scary proposition to try to take these 3v5 or whatever outnumbered engagements against Nigma, though. And they've got a Prophet and a Wisp. They can very easily turn into a 5-man before you have that opportunity to get the kill you came for.
I'm still kind of surprised he didn't go for the Spear Vessel.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe he'll get after still, but he might just want to go straight for the Shivas.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mind Control getting close to the base up top.
Another smoke here by Weehaw. I don't know what that was. Bro just wants to go D-ward safely or something.
And there it is, Troll Battle Fury.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nigma coming bottom. BZZ might be in some trouble. A lot of pings coming his way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, he'll be fine.
Bro had the smoke, but he didn't try and hunt the tree line. Oh, looks like he was busy dealing with that. That's exactly why. Mind Control gets stunned up. I was looking to see why they were TPing bottom. And he got by the troll.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
BZZ lives to be his nuisance on the bottom lane. Kill this wave and run away.
Big ancient stack here for Palantimos, too. That's pretty nice. So it's a 4 stack, it looks like.
Man, he's scaling really well right now. And now the invisibility's there for BZZ too, so even harder to catch down here. Relocate into the dire jungle. Just to help Miracle get around the map. We all starting this game. He's like, I'm gonna need that.
All right, well, Unique keeping a low profile. Troll over here finishing off this big stack. That's a nice...
They just relocated Miracle to take 3 camps. He got 1 camp on a double stack.
I mean, that's pretty value.
Hilarious. I mean, you're taking it from the enemy territory, right? And
Yeah.
now Vanscore tries to D-ward, and Miracle says, yeah, okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know. We see a lot of games where teams can't really use the relocate for much. You can't set up kills, so why not use it for some value farming? It's pretty safe. Especially with anti-mage, right? Maybe some other carries, like a gyro, it's a little harder to get out, but worst case, Anti-mage can always just blink to safety and you sacrifice your wisp. It's still pretty value for the carry.
We has DD and Imp Claw. He hits like 400 right now on the Imp Claw strike. It just looks hilarious.
19 minutes, the battle over outposts.
Man, BZZ has just been down here the whole time doing this.
Look at this. Illusion is just melting. I mean,
Makes
there's
sense.
a little
Fire on ice.
Yeah, fire and ice theme there, but geez. Like, we almost just soloed him with Sunray, and the Prophet just shows up for a couple of love taps.
Didn't one of the Valve writers just agree that Phoenix was like the son of Wyvern or something?
Oh, is there some lore there? Is it like a Lena CM kind of thing?
It was a very offhand comment of like, yeah, sure. So I can't remember. I remember just thinking that Slacks would hate that sort of. Oh, why not? It could be that, sure.
Yeah, those moments are great. The dev panels, like BlizzCon or Red Shirts guy, and they're just like, yeah, sure, dude. Whatever you said sounds more right than we don't really care. Yeah, we'll throw him in there, sure. We can bring back Tyrion Forgering for you, buddy. GH gets caught up top.
Man, I'm not suspecting these catches at the top at all.
Me neither.
They give him the curse, so I guess it makes sense, but just like looking at all these clumps of heroes in mid, trying to see what the jump's going to be onto this DP, and people are just dying. I feel like 19 has just been pushing out this mid lane for a long time quite well, frankly. Surprised they haven't just like lost this whole area of the map since losing that tower, but maybe I spoke too soon.
Well, he's in trouble now. Team not going to be able to get here too quickly. Phoenix Egg comes out, stun onto Miracle, stops the Mana Void, but still going to find this kill on 19 as the egg goes off. Good use of the Sprout to lock him in place. Palantimos now coming in. Miracle jumps right back into the fray.
I'm not sure.
Some big damage. Troll now with the Battle Trance. He's kind of sustaining. AM in some trouble, brought low, but there's just too many heals. Now the disarm comes out onto Troll, saved by the Cold Embrace. But without the ulti, he's going to try to go man mode. Miracle does go down this time. So explosive. They want vengeance. Palantimos with the living armor actually sustaining for now as Nigma dive past the tower. They will get Illusion. They will end up getting the Troll. This dive is not going to be so costly. They're also going to get BZZ. I think? No, there's just so much sustain on both sides. Guardian Greaves on this tree. Got Leech Seed healing him up. Like, all of these kills just feel like baits.
After Mind Control instead.
On the run. Dual Scepter.
They still want to go.
They're going to continue to commit. Now Mind Control, Sprout TP, Sunray. They've got Vision. Sunray, though, actually brings BZZ pretty low.
Meanwhile, we has hasted. Jules was on CD there. All right, well, that got wild. So the fervor stacks were still built up. That's what happens to Miracle, right? Because he didn't actually change targets or anything on the troll. And I don't think they were expecting that when they sort of re-engaged on them.
Oh, they're going to find another. Now Grimstroke for Roki. Left behind, a little extra value out of the Exorcism.
I can't believe they tried to initiate that fight after they had already lost the DP, though. And the Witch Doctor, or whoever it was. BZ was like still looking for just a setup for the troll, and it worked out. The fact they got the solo kill in the AM, I think it's still kind of worth it for him. Got a 4x kill streak ended. This KV pretty bad, though.
AM still splitting up top, has the Manta style now. Basher key.
We was going for the get my egg off build, so wants the Lotus Orb for the Dispel.
All right. Wow, we were pretty wrong with these item predictions. Halberd Lotus, not the Aghadim's Shivas that we were thinking, or the Spirit Vessel for that matter.
There you go. The Lotus does make sense versus the I suppose. You definitely would not want to get caught with the silence.
Yeah.
Or else your core pick was kind of worthless.
I mean, he's got for these great utility items. You certainly can't blame it.
Picks the Lotus Orb a lot. That was like one of the big constants through a lot of the games where I was like looking through where he had been playing Phoenix. So I guess he just recognizes the value rate. It answers a lot of problems for Phoenix. It gives you the plate mail for your low armor, and if there's ever a silence to worry about, you just get to get rid of it.
Oh, looks like a free Roche. Uncontested. Nigma going to grab an Aegis onto Miracle, and they will smoke immediately. Van score invisible. Could be fortunate timing. Might end up breaking this smoke inadvertently. Nope. AM. Long initiation. Jumps onto Illusion. There's the silence. TP out from the Wyvern. Nice little spot on the trees.
They're camping early for these bounties. Vanscore's just gonna pitch a tent, make a nice little campfire, get the marshmallows out, some s'mores. Want the marshmallows burning. He's been here so long. Just hanging out for 40 seconds waiting for a bounty rune. Not much else in the life of Witch Doctor, it would seem.
Yep. And down bottom, Treant still putting the pressure on, keeping lanes pushed out as Nigma farming enemy territory.
I love how they have an observer and sentry combo on him. Just seeing this the whole time.
Well, we had a moment there where the coordinator came back and our win probability was working, but it's back to 100% on the graph. It says 94% for Nigma.
You sure it's broken? Oh, well, I see where it flatlined and broke,
So
but it was already pretty damn high at 13 minutes, it
The
seems.
graph itself seems broken, but it looks like it was accurate for a moment there. I'm not sure, because it was just straight busted last game, so hard to say. But yeah, 95% win rate. It's been pretty steady for Nigma. The gap between Troll and Anti-Mage isn't really growing. It's about 3K right now. Palantimos keeping the status quo. He's got his BKB. Basher going to be coming out, so... Troll is getting scary, have to admit.
Still have 3 minutes left on this Aegis if they just want to take that mid-tier 2. I think they're playing for the wait out.
Shiva is actually queued up on the Phoenix now that he's finished the Lotus Orb.
I kind of like that BZZ didn't go for the Meteor Hammer because he's been able to cancel out the waves and still have the same impact without wasting all the gold on it. And he's going to have items that will actually help when the team's forced to fight to try and get themselves back into this game.
I agree. If he had the Meteor Hammer, he might have been able to kill that tier 2 tower bottom by now, but doesn't really matter. I think I'd rather have Greaves than that tier 2 tower dead if I had to choose.
Yeah. At least it gives them some hope. As little hope as there is right now at this point. You gotta be happy the Pound teams are still keeping pace here as he's hitting up on the Miracle.
Going blow for blow with the Anti-Mage. Meanwhile, they're chasing Mind Control up top. Multiple fights at once as Mind Control gets saved thanks to the Wisp. It's a Death Ward down. And that is the DP Exorcism. No Ags on her, so... That is the big ulti. Still a decent duration left. Maybe they can get this tier 1 tower. Palantimos frontlining. Silence on the Sunray. There's your glyph. Meanwhile, the Prophet is bottom trying to push. 4v5 at the moment. Nigma trying to mount a small defense, but they don't actually want to commit for it, and they let that tower fall.
They just took a tower away from an Aegis Radiant team that's ahead by 10k.
Yeah.
Probably feels like that shouldn't happen. Much as you want to respect the DP ulti, seems a little problematic to me that just happened.
I mean, I guess Nigma have kind of been playing around. They haven't been committing to the big 4v5s. It's been these smokes like, hey, there's one. Let's run at him with 3 heroes. They've been very conscious not to overcommit into the big fights. So, just not on their terms, I guess. Now, the Abyssal has come out for Anti-Mage, so possibly something else that they were waiting for there as well. You know what? Let's not force it when we have this big item on the way. Paste it up AM. Looking like Bloodseeker here with his blades back. Looking for BZZ.
Yeah.
And get the Sentry Ward down.
They have 1 creep there at the tower.
Ah, that's all you need. When you got Treants, you just need that one ally to break the backdoor protection, and they'll go right through the living armor. BKB up on the Death Prophet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Something for 19. Welcome to the Miracle Show, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, by the time they get high ground, maybe Wyvern's gonna have this blink. Maybe he'll hit the big play onto the AM without getting bounced off. Of course, the big play might be just cursing the hero next to him.
So, again, Trent, tell me about this nullifier that Mind Control's picked up. Why is nullifier the item in this game specifically?
Well, they have BKBs.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, you can dispel the whatchamacallit, the living armor, right? Pretty good. Can't dispel the cold embrace.
Oh, hold that thought here. Fight breaks out as AM jumps in. Once the Winter Wyvern knows the target, he might be in some trouble now. Soulbind, though, to try to counter things, making some space for Miracle. BKB popped by 19. It's sort of just him and Curl right now. This other fight on the low ground against BZZ is breaking out. Still has the ultimate. They're going to go in onto Kuroki. And meanwhile, Anti-Mage is isolating BZZ. This is a really messy fight. They do get that kill, but now Mind Control by himself. And he brought down by Palantimos, but the Anti-Mage comes back in. Mind Control getting healed up a lot while the Troll goes to work. They get the bash, but he still falls thanks to the Maledict. Vanscore gets credit for that. Now the egg goes off, and Troll is in big trouble. Does not have the ultimate now. Burned down by the Sunray. There is no hope for escape. Palantimos dead. A 2 for 2, but with the carry down, this looks like Nigma's fight, and they actually are going to get an additional kill, the Vanscore. That was also a buyback on the Wyvern, so a 2 for 4.
Yeah, that's a pretty good fight to see why the nullifier makes sense in this game, though. It's just like actually able to get kills because, like, yeah, he used it a couple times. But if you look at their heroes, right, like who else can just like if AM's not there, it's not that easy for Prophet to just kill someone, right? Like, let's say he went Scythe, he probably wouldn't have the damage to finish someone off. Whereas with a nullifier, he gets this crazy amount of damage, and he can actually just like solo focus down one of these side targets.
Oh, AM, he's going to jump in onto this tree ant. BZZ out of options. Oh, almost saved by the Cold Embrace, but Miracle just drops the ulti. Now jumps in on the Wyvern. That is a dieback on the Wyvern. From bad to worse now for Unique. Those 3 heroes dead are stuck in the grave.
Never got that curse off either.
Nope. I mean, Miracle's just had his number. They know. Like, that whole chain of events started with Miracle killing Winter Wyvern. I don't think
he
Nigma
even popped Manta for it, which is a little dangerous because he almost got caught.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Nigma would have committed to that fight if they couldn't have initiated on the Winter Wyvern like that with the Abyssal. And maybe that's why they let that Tier 1 tower go mid. It's like, you know what? AM doesn't have that big item we need to start the fight on our terms. Let's just let it go. A little bit of patience goes a long way. Now the butterfly's up. AM blinks into the tree line, finds Vanscore. Immediate buyback. And that's the Tier 3. I think Nigma are just going to siege this down. 19 pops the ulti. He gets nullified. Still pressing outward. This is bold. I don't know about this. Even with the Exorcism. Silence on Wisp. GH looking for a TP. There will be a Yules. But now the silence is off, and he just tethers back out to Miracle. BZZ with a pretty good ulti. The Lotus Orb is there. Anti-Mage jumps back in. They're not afraid to fight. Nigma are ready to rock and roll. There's no answer to this butterfly right now. Phoenix Egg also coming down. Palantimos stuck in the Sprout, and they'll find him yet again. It's a great ult from the Winter Wyvern, but still not enough. The Nature's Prophet survives. Palantimos gets the reset, but it's only going to buy him a couple of seconds. He'll still fall. BZZ goes down, and the GG gets called. That's it, man. Wow. Unique tried to get aggressive out of the base, and it just backfires.
They knew. They had to try and find something.
Yeah,
halberd stacking was brutal.
Yeah, we sort of joked about the Sprout around the egg, and it's better the other way, where you just sprout somebody next to the egg. Troll pops his BKB. Oh, look, I can run away. No, you can't, bud. You're stuck in the trees now.
I mean, he was ulting, and he just couldn't do anything because they were just halberd. When the other halberd's running out, the other halberd got thrown on. Completely negated.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of perfect itemization. Again, coordinator's still down, so we won't get any score screen. Miracle. They had a lot of work that game. That might be the most healing I've seen in one game, like across the 10 heroes,
Yeah.
just in general. Like some of those fights were so crazy where you think, all right, AM's dead here for sure. Wait, he's sustaining. Wait, he's turning. And then you mix in Troll ult and Living Armor and all of these crazy buffs. Like those quote unquote man fights of AM versus Troll at that dire tier 2 mid, dude, that fight was intense. That was hard to read who was going to take the lead there.
But I mean, Nigma just had the lead pretty much that whole game.
Yeah. I guess, except for the first blood. Miracle got first blooded. That was the only moment where Unique had like a little bit of a foothold. And once the lanes broke out, it was pretty clear that Nigma were going to have
it didn't
the
even
advantage.
pull you into my lobby. It's so laggy right now. I'm in the lobby now.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to join. So about at our halfway point today, boys and girls, Nigma Unique game 2 going to be coming up whenever the coordinator allows.